Barcelona have been becoming better and better under Xavi in these last 2 years, and they've improved massively compared to the miserable team under Ronald Koeman that didn't look like FC Barcelona at all. But to become the real Barcelona again that is seen as one of the actual favorites to win the Champions League, this current Barcelona side's got some problems that need to be fixed first. What exactly is preventing Barcelona from being a truly fair team, and why have they not performed that well in their last few games? Well, that's what we'll discuss in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. The main problem that Barcelona have right now is their lack of coherence in the build-up. First of all, in their deep build-up out from the back, there are just too few patterns at the moment. In these last games, Xavi has been playing with a double pivot of Gavi and Gundogan in midfield. Gavi is mainly supposed to recover balls and to be the link between defense and attack, while Gundogan is supposed to distribute the play from deep in midfield and carry the ball forwards. This midfield setup should allow Barcelona to fluently play out from the back. Yet, more often than not, Barcelona gets stuck on the sidelines and are forced to clear the ball without keeping possession, something that was especially apparent in their game against Real Sociedad. A possible reason for Barcelona's lack of fluidity might be that their positioning on the pitch could improve. Too often there is no free man to pass the ball to, and consequently they have to play the long ball. Gavi and Gundogan have the potential of becoming a great double pivot, but at the moment they still lack chemistry with each other and with the defenders to really develop the kind of patterns you need to play out from the back under pressure. Honestly, once Frenkie de Jong is back, this problem should be solved for a big part. He can play in that role that Gundogan now plays in, and there's nobody in the squad, possibly in the world even, who is better than him at creating the play from deep in the field, not losing the ball and making Barcelona play out from the back. Before his injury, Frenkie de Jong was averaging 112.3 ball touches per game in La Liga, which is quite significant compared to Gavi's 60.8, Gundogan 73.8 and Busquets' 74.8 from last season. Frenkie de Jong has the ability to truly be everywhere in the build-up. With him, he will always have enough numerical superiority to play fluently out from the back, and he will always make sure he's in the perfect position in order to do so. It's also important to remember that this is still Barcelona's first season without Busquets in a long while. Xavi's had to try out different things in order to replace him. Oriol Romeu might not be good enough, a double pivot is a different way of playing, it's a matter of finding the right system. And at the beginning, it's not a surprise that you'll have games where Barcelona lack fluidity in their build-up. Over time, the chemistry of this team will become better, and with Frenkie de Jong returning, Barcelona will start having more patterns in their build-up again that allow them to play out from the back. Barcelona's lack of coherence is also a problem in attack though. Without a real right winger, without Pedri, it's no surprise that Barcelona have had a hard time creating a lot of chances in their last games. For Barcelona's attack to function well and to actually be dangerous from everywhere, they first of all need to have two wide players on each side of the pitch. That allows you to have more space, and more space, of course, means more danger. On the left, that player is Alejandro Balde as the attacking fullback. He's disciplined enough to stick to that position in order for Joao Felix to have the room to roam and create. And that way, Balde is always an option to pass to. On the right, Joao Cancelo isn't going to be that player. Whether he plays as a right back or in a more advanced role, he's not disciplined enough to stick to that wing, and he's rather the kind of player to roam and create. If you don't have a player wide on that side, the defense doesn't have to worry about it and they can double down on the other side, making it harder for Joao Felix and Alejandro Balde to be dangerous from there. You need to play with an actual wide player up there. Rafinha does have the discipline to really stick to that position and he can flourish in that role. The same goes for Lamine Yamal. Ferran Torres is another player who can keep the pitch wide at right. But having Joao Cancelo or even Fermin Lopez as the most wide player at right, that will prevent you from really utilizing all possible space. And of course, that will make your attack less fluent. Also, with the return of Pedri, Barcelona now have someone again who is that intelligent and creative in attack that they will probably start having more patterns in their attacking play again. What Pedri does is not only to be creative and dangerous though, he also slows down the play when he has to. He can keep the possession for Barcelona when necessary. Those are things that Barcelona need to really be at their best. Under Xavi, their play has sometimes been too vertical. Players have often tried to force things, and they played with too much long balls and risky passes. It's good to take risks in attack, but there's a difference between taking a risk when it's well worth it, and taking a risk when the better option is to just keep the ball and slowly build up. Joao Felix, Ferran Torres, Fermin Lopez, they're all great players, but they don't have the same kind of awareness of when to and when not to speed up the play that Pedri has. Once Pedri can start playing in that midfield again, Barcelona will have more fluidity in their attacking build-up. It all comes down to the fact that Barcelona lack coherence in their build-up, both out from the back and in attack. They have not been able to properly play out under pressure at moments, they've made too many rash decisions, and their build-up in attack has lacked balance and fluidity. These are problems that will be solved with the chemistry of the players becoming better though, and of course with Frenkie de Jong and Pedri returning from injury. So for the future, things are looking bright for Barca. That was it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share your own opinion in the comments down below. Thanks for the support, Força Barça, and have a good day.